There's nothing more powerful than a man who disappears and builds in silence. You want to make her regret losing you? Don't beg, don't chase, don't explain. Just vanish, and reappear as everything she thought she could replace, but couldn't. Modern women are not fooled by words. They live in a world full of validation, options, and attention. What gets their attention now is the man they can't have anymore. The man who doesn't argue, doesn't react, and doesn't announce what he's doing next. When you go cold and improve without saying a word, you create mystery, and regret starts eating at her. Regret doesn't come when you post quotes. It doesn't come when you try to prove your worth. It comes when she watches your life glow without her in it. That's what this video is about. Tactical power. Not emotional revenge, not trying to get her back, but creating undeniable proof that you were the win, and she blew it. You don't need her closure. You don't need her attention. What you need is a strategy that works for you. A system that shifts the power back in your hands. And once you understand how modern women respond to distance, silence, and strength, you'll stop playing defense and start making her feel the loss. This isn't about pretending to be okay. It's about actually becoming the man she never thought you'd be without her. You want her thinking about you late at night? You want her friends asking about you? You want her watching your stories, regretting everything? Then sit back, because I'm about to show you how to make a woman regret losing you in the most real, powerful way possible. 1. Cut her off completely. The first and most important move is this. Cut her off completely. Not halfway, not when it's convenient, not when you feel strong enough. You cut her off the moment she makes it clear she doesn't value you anymore. Because anything less than that is weakness, and women can smell weakness from miles away. Modern women are used to men hanging on. They expect you to stay available even after the breakup. They expect you to keep watching their stories, liking their posts, responding to their texts, and showing up when they get bored. But here's the truth. If you give her that, she won't regret losing you. She'll feel like she still has access to you, and that means you're not really gone. You're just emotionally waiting around. If you want her to feel your absence, you have to create it. That means no calls, no replies, no stalking her social media, no checking if she's moved on, no emotional reactions. Disappear like you were never there. Because a woman cannot feel regret when she still has your energy. Your energy is power. The second she walks away, take it all with you. Some men think that cutting her off is childish or dramatic. That's emotional thinking. Cutting her off is a strategic reset. It allows her to sit in silence and face the truth, that you're not one of those guys who'll chase her while she explores her options. You're the man who walks and stays walked. She needs to feel that discomfort. She needs to wonder why you haven't reached out. She needs to feel rejected by the same man she thought would never leave. You don't even announce it. No long messages. No closure speech. No, I'm doing this for myself paragraph. You just vanish. Silence is louder than any explanation. She will check your page. She will notice the silence. And slowly, that silence will turn into curiosity, and that curiosity will become regret. Because women don't regret losing you when you beg. They regret losing you when you make them feel the consequences of disrespect. Cutting her off also gives you control back. It shifts the dynamic. You're no longer chasing. You're not reacting. You're dictating the pace now. And the moment she realizes she's not in control anymore, her ego takes a hit. That's when the power starts to shift. This isn't about revenge. It's about letting your absence speak louder than any words ever could. It's about removing yourself as her emotional safety net. Because once she knows you're no longer an option, that's when she begins to realize just how valuable you really were. Let her sit with that silence. Let it burn. Let it teach her what she gave up. 2. Level up in silence. Once you've disappeared from her life, the next move is to level up, but not for her, for yourself. And you do it in silence. No updates, no showboating, no trying to prove anything, just quiet, consistent, undeniable growth. You become the man she never thought you'd become, alone. When a woman walks away or loses interest, most men go into emotional panic. They start doing things to get noticed again. Flashy posts, gym selfies, forced success stories. But that doesn't make her regret losing you. It makes you look desperate for her validation. That's weakness, and women don't respect weakness. Real power is silent. When you level up without broadcasting every step, she starts to wonder what's happening behind the scenes. She checks your social media and sees nothing new, nothing dramatic, just calm. That calm drives her crazy. because now she doesn't know what you're up to, and the unknown is what triggers curiosity. That curiosity grows into regret when she realizes you've been using the silence to elevate, not to chase. You need to be building every day. Your money, your body, your mind, your social circle. You need to become a man who looks better, moves smarter, and lives cleaner. You don't tell her about it. You don't try to make her see it. You just do it. And the transformation becomes your loudest response. The gym should see you more than social media does. Books should replace pointless conversations. Your appearance should sharpen, not because you want her back, but because you're done being anything less than excellent. Let her wonder why you glow differently. Let her hear about it from other people. Let her discover your growth when she least expects it. The power in silent leveling up is that it creates distance without noise. You're not bitter. You're not explaining anything. You're just becoming a stronger, more focused version of yourself and doing it without needing a reaction from her. That's where real regret is born. Not in loud posts or status updates, but in the quiet realization that the man she walked away from isn't the man he used to be. You don't need to post every win. You don't need to prove your value. You become the value. And when she notices, it hits harder than anything you could have said. She expects you to fall apart. She expects you to spiral. But when you grow without her, you break the script. You become unpredictable, and unpredictability leads to attraction. Every moment you spend building in silence is a step away from who she knew and a step toward the man she never saw coming. And the more distance there is between who you were and who you're becoming, the stronger her regret becomes. Because now, the man you're becoming is no longer within her reach. 3. Let her watch you win. The biggest mistake men make after a woman walks away is trying to prove their worth directly to her. That approach never works. What actually works is positioning yourself where she has no choice but to see you succeed, without her being part of the story. Letting her watch you win from a distance does something to her ego that words never could. Here's the truth. You don't need to tell her anything. You don't need to try to show her what she missed out on. The key is to live your life so intentionally and so powerfully that your wins naturally become visible. Not because you're bragging, but because success can't be hidden. When a man is truly focused, truly disciplined, and truly growing, the results speak for themselves. Let her see the glow up, but not through direct updates, through glimpses. A new photo where you look sharp, healthy, focused. A story with a new circle of friends. A mention of your name through someone else. It's these subtle reminders that start to eat at her. Because women are not moved by noise. They're moved by contrast. When the man they left behind suddenly looks like the man every woman wants, that's when reality hits them hard. When you start winning, keep your energy calm. Don't act like you're trying to get her attention. Don't overdo it. Just stay in your lane and let her come across your wins organically. The less you react, the more power you gain. Because now she's on the outside looking in, and every victory you earn without her makes her feel more irrelevant to your success. That's where regret is born, in knowing that she no longer adds value to a life that's clearly on the rise. This is also why it's important to cut off all unnecessary emotional ties. If you're still checking her page, responding to her messages, or acting friendly, she won't feel that distance. And without distance, she won't see the contrast. Keep your wins clean and quiet. No captions targeting her. No subliminal messages. That's still you reacting. And anytime you react, you give her power. Let her friends talk. Let her wonder how you're doing. Let her scroll through your profile and see how calm and collected you've become. Women start to regret losing you when they realize they're no longer part of the story they assumed they'd always have access to. They can't handle watching you glow without needing them. That's the pressure point. You win by staying consistent. You win by elevating your circle. You win by being disciplined in areas she never thought you had control over. When she sees you thriving, not just existing, but thriving, and doing it without a trace of bitterness or need for attention, it sends a sharp message. He didn't need me. He never did. And now I can't reach him.